Welcome to Conversations Live. For more than a decade, we've brought you the best in books, entertainment, and current events. When the movers and shakers of the world have something to say to you, they say it to us first. And now, celebrating 15 years of broadcasting, here's your host, Cyrus Webb.
And welcome back, everyone, to Conversations Live. I'm your host, Cyrus Webb. Glad you all could join us once again, whether you're tuning in on the radio dial here in Mississippi at WYAD 94.1 FM or WYADonline.com. We're glad you all could join us. Also, those joining us through our online affiliates around the world, including Conversations Radio Network. We're glad you all could be with us as well. My next guest is someone who's very near and dear to my heart, for one thing, because she's my cousin, but also because she's very passionate about the arts, something I can relate to, and she's been able to share that with the world thanks to social media. I'm excited to welcome Centria to our program in her first radio interview to talk to us a little about her love of makeup. She calls herself a makeup enthusiast. We'll let her tell you guys what that means for her, what it's been like for her to share her love of makeup and colors with the world, and, of course, what advice she might have for other people looking to share their own gifts with the public as well. Centria, hello to you, and welcome to the program.
Hey.
Really excited to speak with you, Centria. Thank you so much for giving us your first radio interview. Excited about that. First of all, I want to talk about this experience because, I think I experience with you what a lot of people listening to this might do. They may have a family member they know does something. They're not really sure what they do, but then when they're able to see it, they're like, wow, I didn't know you did that, and has that kind of been the experience that you've been able to have, Centria?
Yeah, just a little.
So talk to us about this experience for you. You and I had a chance to chat a little bit before we went on the air here. Instead of calling yourself a makeup artist, you call yourself a makeup enthusiast. When did you first realize that you had a love of makeup?
I've been playing in makeup since middle school, junior high. But I think it was more so high school when I decided that makeup was a thing for me and I was going to actually take it serious. And it just kind of developed from there. Right.
Well, I think, it has definitely developed in a great way for you because, as I said, it caught my attention because you and I have been able to communicate on social media, probably more so than we even do by phone, Centria, because I have been saying to you before that, hey, I want to get you on the show to talk about this. What has it been like for you to see the response to your work? I mean, you building up your following on Instagram. We're going to let our audience know how they can stay connected with you there. I mean, what has that been like for you to see the way that your audience is being drawn to you?
It's been really nice. I wasn't really sure how it was going to go, but then I eventually just decided, hey, we're going to do this and we're not going to keep waiting. And it's been really nice to look at and to see people just like what I put out.
Right. And I think that's the cool thing for sure. So you talked about this is something that kind of began for you, junior high going into high school. I mean, did you plan on making makeup a part of your profession, or what were your intents with it? I mean, was it just going to be something that you did for fun? I mean, did you have an idea, Centria, as to how far you wanted to take it?
Not at all. I kind of just liked makeup, and then. When I went to school, I had a lot of friends tell me I was good at it. And then I was like, okay, well, I get it. And then I just kept up with it. And eventually I was like, well, you might be good at this. This might be something you could do.
And now here you are. Well, I have to say, you're beautiful without makeup, but it's really exciting to be able to see what you're able to do with makeup. Where does the confidence come from? Because, I think that's one of the things when people go to your page, and for those who are not following you on Instagram, and we'll be sharing this with our worldwide audience here, Looks with C is where you guys can find her, and C is CEE. But, I mean, where do you get your confidence to just do what feels good to you, Centria?
I think it came from the fact that when I started, I didn't have it. So when I began, I wore makeup because I didn't have any confidence. So I didn't want people to see me without it. It didn't matter what it was. I had to have something on. And then it eventually just got to the point where I was like, okay, you know what? You're really pretty. And that's just it. You're going to like yourself first and not worry about what someone else has to say about what you look like without makeup. And then once I got to that point where I was okay with myself without makeup, that's when I think my makeup changed, because it got better in a sense, because I wasn't depending on it to go through my days. I just actually and genuinely liked doing it, just because, not because I felt like I needed it.
Right. And I think that's the great thing. And I think that confidence, being able to see yourself as you are, I think that's something that everybody shares, Centria. So what has it been like for you to hear from other people how you've been able to help them be more confident, maybe not just in life, but even in things that they try, whether it's clothes, things with their hair, which you're not afraid to do that with hair either, as well as makeup. What is it like for you to try to see how other people are inspired just by your example?
It really amazes me, because I don't at this point, worry about what someone else is going to say about my hair choices, my makeup choices, anything really, because it's what I want to do. And other people are like, I wish I could do this, or you pull this off well, and all of that. And I'm like, well, if you try, you might could do the same.
Yeah.
Just do it.
That's right. That is true. For those who are just tuning in, either on the radio side or online, you're listening to Conversations Live. We're excited to welcome Centria to our program today. We're talking to her not only about her journey as a makeup enthusiast, but also what it's been like for her to share her love of makeup and life with all of you, and then, of course, to see the response. So I guess an obvious question would be, how did you choose Instagram? I mean, it may seem like a no-brainer for some because it is about pictures and video. Is that kind of what drew you to that platform, Centria?
A little bit, and then most of my followers were people I didn't know. So I started another Instagram account, and it was just easier for me to do Instagram, because making a new account and getting followers that I had no idea who they were, for the most part, new people to introduce myself to, was a whole lot easier to me than to push myself out to people I knew, basically.
Right. That's it. So, I mean, I mentioned I'm your cousin, very proud of you. What did the rest of the family say? I'm curious. I mean, what were their thoughts when they kind of figured out that this is what you wanted to do and what you were doing?
My mom and them supported, of course. They're all on my Instagram account. And I do have a Facebook account connected to my Instagram. So I have a few friends, and my sister follows that one, I think. Just everyone is very supportive of my journey to get to where I'm trying to go.
Right. Well, that brings up this question. Where would you like to go? For those listening to this conversation, Centria, who are just being introduced to you, where do you want this journey to take you, or where do you see yourself going from here?
The plan is to, when I get what the things I feel like I need, to start a YouTube channel, because I have a lot of people that are just like, I want to be able to do this, and I want you to show me how to do it. And just an easy platform, and I wanted to start off with Instagram to get some kind of footing first, and then go there, and just continue to do what I like to do and help someone else like it too.
That's right. Well, that's a great thing. Well, anything that we can do for you here at Conversations Live, definitely let me know. We're also going to be bringing you on our Instagram show that we have, Centria, to be able to let our audience be able to see you as we're having our next conversation. Again, everyone, Centria has been our guest. So, Centria, for those people out there who are looking at 2019 as a year to be able to go after their goals and dreams, to do something they've just talked about, what advice would you give them about the importance of just going for it?
Just do it. I hid behind myself for a really long time just because I was afraid. I saw a lot of other people doing the same thing, and I thought, well, people support them, they're not going to support me, and that's not always the case. Just jump out and do it. It's not going to hurt.
That's right. That is so true. Well, I love you. I'm proud of you. Looking forward to what's to come for you. Again, everyone, Centria has been our guest. Make sure you guys are staying connected with her on Instagram. There you can find her at Looks with C, and that's C-E-E. We will be putting the link there for those who are joining us via podcast. For those joining us through the radio dial in Mississippi, we'll make sure that we put the link in the comment section for the announcement for this conversation. So make sure you guys follow there. Centria, again, congratulations to you. Thank you so much for giving us this this chat, and looking forward to catching up with you again soon.
Cyrus.
Yeah, the pleasure's definitely all mine, Centria, and we thank you, our audience, for tuning in to another great segment of Conversations Live. If you all came in late, you missed part of the conversation with Centria, don't worry. Thanks to our online friends, you all can catch the replay right after we go off the air. The link is already available through our social media sites. So head over to Facebook.com/CyrusWebb or go to Twitter.com/CyrusWebb. If you click on the link there, you can listen to the show completely for free and share with your friends from there, too. Until next time, I'm your host, Cyrus Webb, saying as always, enjoy your day, enjoy your life, enjoy your world. Make sure you take out time to enjoy some good music as well as a great book. Thank you all for choosing Conversations Live. Let's make it a great one.